You're about to watch me break down step by step this exact welcome email flow strategy that 7 to 9 figure e-com brands are using to generate hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars in sales every single month. And we also use this exact strategy to generate $62,000 in a single month for one of our e-com brands. Now, who am I? My name is Aaron. I'm the founder of Email Maxing. We run retention marketing, so that's email marketing and SMS marketing for 7 to 9 figure e-com brands. This is my website, my Insta if you want to reach out to me, my Twitter as well. Most e-commerce brands already have a welcome email flow set up, but it was likely set up before COVID or during COVID. So it was like 5, 6 years ago, and the strategies that they are using, it's clearly not working right now. So they come and talk with us. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how 79 figure e-com brands are creating their welcome email flow to generate results like these. Like this is what we generated from one email, from the first welcome email in 30 days. Let's get into it. So here's what you're actually trying to build with your welcome email flow. The main reason you want to dial in welcome email flow is that it's a customer acquisition channel of its own, separate from your ads, but it complements your ad. It helps your ads convert more people with the same ad spend. So, and this in turn helps you be more profitable and get more customers. And it's also the reason why it's more important than ever. Reason being, getting new customers, it's becoming harder and harder and expensive every single day. And the market isn't the same as it was before. Tariffs are eating your margin, so is ads. So you can't have like too many things eating your margins. You need to free up your margins as much as possible. And with AI, Claude, and everything, it's just gonna get worse. So in 2020, everybody had stimulus checks and everything. Inflation didn't hit yet, so people didn't really care much. Brands also didn't increase their prices yet. And then in 2021, iOS 14 hits. Ads tanked for most people, and people are starting to feel what it's like to run a real brand. And in 2022, the fake brands, they stopped running their brand. They're quitting finally, and lots of brands were disappearing all of a sudden. And brands that did exist, they had a really good backend system and a really good lifetime value. Now, in 2024, customer acquisition costs tripled for a lot of brands. They could no longer rely on old ad strategies, old funnels, and everything. And again, brands that existed and thrived were brands that could afford high customer acquisition costs because they had a good backend system that could recoup their lost money. And in 2026, it's not about good product or anything. It's all about who can afford a higher customer acquisition cost while being profitable. And that's exactly why the welcome email flow is a crucial part of the system to acquire new customers profitably. So how do you solve this high customer acquisition cost problem? If you don't solve this, it's only a matter of time until you're bankrupt. Now you have tariffs, production, inventory, and all these things that may not be in your control 100%. That's eating your profits. So right now, every single dollar that you guys are spending and get matters. And that's exactly what the welcome email flow solves. So you need to keep in mind that there are other brands fighting for the same audience that you're targeting. So even after somebody clicks on your website, like 93 to 98% of them, all the people that's going to your website, they're gonna go check other brands like for pricing and all this. It could be for multiple different reasons. But what most brands fail to realize is that it's a hidden opportunity to set yourself apart from other brands. Here's how. Majority of these people aren't willing to give you their credit card information, but a good chunk of them are going to give you their email address if you give them something that's worth it. And I'm talking about your welcome email for offer. So that's your sign up offer that you give when somebody signs up to your email list, and you can start sending emails about why people buy from your brand. It could be testimonials, it could be product breakdowns, it could be your brand story, why you came up with the product. So another thing that we really like to send is your brand story. So in 2026, people don't really like company. So in 2026, people don't really like companies anymore. Like they absolutely hate corporate esque brand. So what you want to have is like, if you're a founder, you want to be like upfront, like you want to show your face to them as much as possible. So that could be emails like this, or you could send them personalized text emails. Now, it could be from you or anyone from your team, so that could be your CMO or whoever it may be. And another thing I want to mention is how you get their email address is just as important as your welcome email flow. Reason being, if you don't have enough people going to your welcome email flow, you're not gonna convert much. If you only have 1,000 people going to your email flow rather than 10,000, you're not gonna generate as much sales if you could get 10,000 people into your email flow. Now, here's what the welcome email flow looks like. So with the first email, you want to give them what they signed up for ASAP. So that's your offer. And after that, you want to tell them your brand story in 40 to 50 words. And after that, you're going to show your best sellers. Now let's look at the email that generated $62,000 in a single month. So you can see that the email is pretty simple. We have really low amounts of text here, really low amount of words. That's intentional because people don't really like to read anymore. So you have like 35 seconds to get their information, and so you really want to optimize the top section of the email. So your top fold, what I mean by the top fold is what shows up when somebody opens your email. You can see that the copy here is pretty simple, like welcome to brand, here's your offer. Right now we are running our winter sale up to $185 off, and then we have a really big button and that says that claim your offer. So claim your $185 off offer. So you want the main point of the email like really high up in the email. So in this case, it's a button that people are gonna click and then go to your website and buy really high up in the email, so they don't have to scroll at all. Scrolling increases friction. We want the process of somebody opening your email, going to your website and buying really frictionless. And after that, you're gonna include a 40 to 50 word body copy on your brand, what do you guys stand for, etc. And again, you're gonna have a button here so the person doesn't have to scroll up again and click it. And after that, we're gonna show them some of your best sellers and with the discount as well. We've seen that including the price and the discounted price really increases conversion rather than hiding it. So, and we're also gonna have individual buttons for each of these. And after that, let's say for example they're not interested in any of these products, they can click this, they can go to your website and buy anything that they like. And after that, we have our footer section here. So if they want to go category by category, majority of the people are going to buy from the first welcome email. But for the few that don't, probably because they don't know and trust your brand yet, so at this stage of the customer's journey, you want to send them a text email from the founder or the CEO or somebody really higher up. For example, right here, instead of Press, it's gonna be so president at Press, maybe John at Press, whoever it may be. So you're gonna simply explain your product in a few short words and what sets you guys apart, and then again you're gonna mention the offer. Brez is an extremely good brand at doing this. And for the last two emails of the flow, we really like to do 68 emails, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna show you how you can get it up and running ASAP. So 5 emails, and for the last 2 emails, you want to remind them of the offer. So it's emails like, do you still want 12% off, do you still want XYZ off? And again, if they don't convert, you're going to send them a text email from the higher up in your company saying if they don't buy right now, the offer is going to expire in a few hours, and it's going to expire today. So that's exactly how we generated $62,000 in a single month using this welcome email flow. Now, if you want to implement what I talked about in this video, building a high converting welcome email flow plus an AOV optimized offer to use in your welcome email flow to convert high intent customers, and a mobile UX focused pop-up form that converts 15 to 20% of the people that's going to your website into your email list. So book on a call with me. We'll go over your quarter goals for the upcoming Black Friday, how we can implement this welcome email flow strategy that's generating $62,000 per month in sales for us.